Hello everyone. In our previous video session, we have started a solution method for higher order linear homogeneous differential equation with constant coefficient. In that lecture, we have discussed three different cases for the solution of higher order linear homogeneous differential equations based on the nature of the roots of auxiliary equations. Today in this session, we will discuss the remaining two cases for the solution of the higher order ordinary differential equations with constant coefficient. So let us discuss first case number 4. If, as we have discussed in our previous video session, that the solution of the higher order linear homogeneous differential equation with constant coefficient is depends on the nature of the roots of the auxiliary equation, that is roots of the auxiliary equation f of d is equal to 0. And in our previous video session we have discussed the three different cases. Now case number 4 is if auxiliary equation if auxiliary equation f of t is equal to 0 has two complex conjugate roots. It means two roots are complex conjugate and n minus 2 roots are distinct and real roots. Suppose we have two roots, m1 is equal to p plus iq and m2 is equal to p minus iq. Now these are the two complex conjugate roots. Now here the word is conjugate, means here you can show that here you can observe that m1 has a plus sign in imaginary part and m2 has a minus sign in imaginary part. So these are the known as two complex conjugate roots. And also suppose we have m3 m4 up to the nth roots are distinct and real roots, then in that case solution is given by, this is the general solution, this is nothing but it is GS, stands for general solution. It is given by y is equal to e raised to px into c1 cos qx plus c2 sin qx plus, now this first part is for complex conjugate roots. Now the second part is for distinct real roots, c3 e raised to m3x plus c4 e raised to m4x up to the nth roots. So this is the case number 4. Now case number 5. Suppose auxiliary equation f of d, suppose auxiliary equation f of d is equal to 0 has two equal complex conjugate roots and n minus 4 distinct and real roots. It means suppose we have m1 and m2 is equal to p plus iq and m3 and m4 is equal to p minus iq. So these are the two equal complex conjugate roots and m5 m6 up to the nth roots are the distinct and real roots. Then solution in that case, general solution in that case is given by y is equal to e raised to px into c1 c2x. Now here I have used the c1 c2x because there are two, here is two equal complex conjugate roots. So c1 plus c2x into cos qx plus c3 plus c4x sin qx. Because in the solution there are two equal complex conjugate roots, that's why we have used the four arbitrary constants. So this is the first part. This first part is for the complex conjugate root, and last part is c5 e raised to m5x plus c6 e raised to mcx plus up to the nth roots. So this is the case number 5. Now let us solve the numerical based on the cases that we have discussed. Solve. Now in this numerical, one differential equation is given: y triple dash minus y double dash plus 100y dash minus 100y is equal to 0. Also the three conditions are given: y0 is equal to 4, y dash 0 is equal to 11, y double dash 0 is equal to minus 299. Now here you can observe that the order of the differential equation is 3. So the solution of this differential equations contains three arbitrary constants. So to find the values of the three arbitrary constants, we need set three conditions. So three conditions are given. Now let us first find the general solution, and then by using these three conditions we will find the particular solution. So as we have discussed in our previous session, first we have to write a auxiliary equation. So to write a auxiliary equation, first of all, here is y triple dash, so it is written as d cube, minus here is y double dash, so it is written as d square, plus 100, here is y dash, so it is d, minus 100 is equal to 0, and remove this y. Now from the first two terms, so we have obtained first auxiliary equation. Now from the first two terms, take the d square as the common, so you will get d square into d minus 1 plus, now from last two terms take the 100 as the common. Now here is the minus 100, take the 100 as the common. Now here is the 100 y dash, so here is plus, not minus, here is plus, here is plus 100 d. So take the 100 as the common, so in bracket you will get d minus 1. Now d minus 1 is the common, so you will get d minus 1 is equal to 0, and d square plus 100 is equal to 0. Now d minus 1 is equal to 0, so you can write here as d is equal to 1, and d square is equal to minus 100. Now by finding the square root of minus 100, now this is the case of the complex number, square root of minus 100, so you will get the answer plus or minus 10i. So here is plus or minus 10i. Now here you can observe that a solution of the auxiliary equation contains a two complex conjugate roots. This is plus or minus 10i. So suppose we are calling them m1 is equal to 0 plus 10i, because real part is 0, and m2 is equal to 0 minus 10i. So these are the two complex conjugate roots, and suppose this d is equal to 1 called as the m3. So m3 is equal to 1, and it is the real root. So this is the case number 4. Now first of all, compare this m1 is equal to with p plus i cube. This is p plus i cube, so you will get p is equal to 0, q is equal to 10. Now according to the case number 4 that we have discussed, suppose we have m1 is equal to p plus iq. This is m1 and m2 and m3 we have m3 is equal to 1. So solution is given by e raised to px, c1 cos qx, c2 sin qx plus c3 e raised to m3x. No need to write m4 because there is no m4. So solution is given by y is equal to e raised to px, c1 cos qx plus c2 sin qx plus c3 e raised to m3x. So we have now put the values of the p and q in the solution. So finally you will get y is equal to c1 cos 10x plus c2 sin 10x plus c3 e raised to x. Now this is the general solution. This is GS, general solution of the given differential equation. Now in this differential equation three conditions are given. This is first condition, this is second condition and third condition. By using these three conditions we have to find the values of the arbitrary constant c1, c2 and c3. Now first condition is y of 0 is equal to 4. It means y is equal to 4 when x is equal to 0. So we have y is equal to c1 cos 10x plus c2 sin 10x plus c3 e raised to x. Now put the y is equal to 4. Here c1 cos x is equal to 0. So cos 0 plus c2 sin 0 plus c3 e raised to 0. Now we know that sin 0 is 0 and cos 0 it is 1. So finally you will get c1 plus c3 is equal to 4 and give them equation number 1. Now we have y dash 0 is equal to 11. It means y dash is equal to 11 when x is equal to 0. Now y dash is nothing but it is differentiation of y with respect to x, dy by dx. So first we have y is given. So first find out the differentiation of y. Now y dash is equal to, now we know that differentiation of cos is minus sin. Differentiation of cos is minus sign, and by chain rule we have to also differentiate this tan x, and differentiation of tan x is 10. So finally you will get minus 10 c1 into sin 10x plus, now differentiation of sin 10x is 10 c2 cos 10x plus c3 differentiation of e raised to x is e raised to x. Now put the y dash is equal to 11. So this is 11 is equal to minus 10 c1 sin 0 plus 10 c2 cos 0 plus c3 e raised to 0. So on simplifying this you will get equation number 2, that is 10 c2 plus c3, 10 c2 plus c3 is equal to 11. This is equation number 2. Now second condition is y double dash 0 is equal to minus 299. That means y double dash is equal to minus 299 when x is equal to 0. So y double dash is nothing but it is differentiation of y dash. Now we have obtained the y dash. This is y dash. So by using y dash find out y double dash. So you will get y double dash is equal to minus 100 c1 cos 10x minus 100 c2 sin 10x plus c3 e raised to x. Now put the values of the y double dash as minus 299 and x is equal to 0. So on simplifying this, you will get minus 100 C1 plus C3 is equal to 299. So this is equation number 3. And from equation number 1, we have C1 plus C3 is equal to 4. This is equation number 1. Now by solving this equation number 1 and 3 by using a elimination method, you will get the answers of the arbitrary constant C1 and C3. So by solving this, you will get C1 is equal to 3 and C3 is equal to 1. Now put the value of the C3 is equal to 1 in equation number 2, you will get C2 is equal to 1. So we have obtained the values of the three arbitrary constants C1, C2 and C3. So we have this general solution. Now in this general solution, put the values of the C1, C2 and C3. So you will get y is equal to 3 cos 10x plus sin 10x plus e raised to x. So this is the particular solution of a given higher order linear homogeneous differential equation. So here we have completed our first numerical. Now let us solve the second numerical. Now in second numerical, y raised to 4 plus 18y double dash plus 81y is equal to 0. Now here you can observe that this is fourth order differential equation, and this y raised to 4, it is nothing but it is fourth derivative of y with respect to x. So this is the given differential equation. Now in this differential equation, we have to first write auxiliary equation. So here is y raised to 4, so it is d raised to 4 plus 18, here is y dash, so it is written as d square plus 81, remove this y is equal to 0. So you will get d raised to 4 plus 18d square plus 81 is equal to 0 as a auxiliary equation. Now this equation can be written as d square plus 9 whole square. So you can write it as d square plus 9 is equal to 0 and d square plus 9 is equal to 0, because here is square, so you can write it as a 2 times. So d square is equal to minus 9 and d square is equal to minus 9. So you will get d is equal to plus or minus 3i, and also d is equal to plus or minus 3i. Now here you can observe that this plus 3i and minus 3i is repeated 2 times. 3i is 2 times and it is also 2 times 3i minus. So we have first m1 is equal to m2 is equal to, suppose we have p plus iq, and it is here is 0 plus 3i because it is 2 times. Then m3 is equal to m4 is equal to p minus iq, and it is 0 minus 3i, and it is also 2 times. So here you can observe that two equal complex conjugate roots, that means it is a case number 5th. So as we have discussed in case number 5th, suppose we have m1 is equal to m2 is equal to p plus iq, and suppose it is 2 times. m3 is equal to m4 is equal to p minus iq, and suppose it is also 2 times. Now in the numerical there is no any real roots, so in that case solution is given by e raised to px c1 plus c2x cos qx plus c3 plus c4x sin qx. So remove all the terms c5 e raised to m5x plus c6 e raised to m6x, because here you can observe that Solution does not contains any real roots. Solution only contains complex roots plus or minus 3i and plus or minus 3i. So solution is given by y is equal to e raised to px into c1 plus c2x cos qx plus c3 plus c4x sin qx. Now here you can observe that now there is no any term, remove this. Now here you can observe that here p and p is equal to 0. Here q and q is equal to 3. So by putting the values of the p and q, you will get y is equal to c1 plus c2x into cos 3x plus c3 plus c4x into sin 3x. So this is the general solution of given fourth order linear homogeneous differential equation. So here you can observe that order of the differential equation is 4. So here you can observe that solution contains 4 arbitrary constants c1, c2, c3, c4. So here we have completed our second numerical. So here we have completed our today's session. For any query regarding today's session, you can contact me. Thank you. Have a nice day.